Welcome to the historical city of York. Just starting on the York city walls, just come in at Booth and Bar. Got my first view of York Minster. I'll be getting closer up to that shortly. So today I'm here for two reasons. One is to walk the city walls, and the second reason is to go on a little known cat trail, which will take me around the centre of York, looking for various cats that are placed on the various buildings, hidden away. So the city walls circle the historic centre of York. At 3.4 kilometres, they're the longest town walls in the whole of the UK. They're often referred to as the Roman walls. But this is a bit of a misnomer, as very little of the original Roman walls remain. In fact, the walls were rebuilt by the Vikings when they occupied the city in the year 867, by which time the Roman walls were all but in ruins. The Vikings demolished all of the Roman walls and all of the towers bar one and rebuilt them all. And then the walls that the Vikings built also fell into ruin and were rebuilt again in the Victorian period. Now, I have been to York 2 or 3 times and walked a little bit of the route around the city, but never the whole thing. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe I was pushed for time, but it's already offering some great views of the cathedral, and the surrounding area is very pretty as well. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a bar. It's very nice. Yeah, I need to nip out at some point and grab a coffee to wake myself up a little bit. So for anyone that doesn't know, York is situated roughly halfway between Edinburgh and London. It has more attractions per square mile than any other city in the UK. So as well as all the independent cafes and shops, York is home to over 30 museums and the finest racecourse in the UK, allegedly, and dozens of what they call snickleways, which are little kind of lanes and alleys that run through the centre. And one of the most impressive cathedrals in Northern Europe. With its Roman roots and Viking past, York welcomes up to 9 million visitors per year. Maybe not last year. So I think this is the Monk Bar. As you can see, starting to get views of the city down below, and that would just be outside the city walls. So let's see what's going on in here.
I'm distracted from those stairs though. Yeah.
Watch your head coming down here.
Sorry.
So, clearly it says one way. Named after the monastic community that once lived on the site of the present minster. 14th century. Let's have a takeaway coffee for the next part of the journey. Back on it then. See some of the new York houses here, but we've left this. So this is the remains of the eastern corner of the Roman fortress. So not only is York one of the most popular places to visit in England, but I also found out that York was recently voted the #1 place to live in England. Well, the walls have disappeared for now. Just come out of that, just come out over there, and so just need to walk along here, and eventually I'll come to something called the Red Tower, and that's where the walls reappear. Well, it looks like this is where we join the walls. Just the Red Tower. Not much of a tower. Yep, this is it. Marks the termination of the city wall, and at one time marks the commencement of an impassable swamp. So I'm here at the Red Tower, and this is where I come back onto the city walls, just there. And everywhere you come in and out of the city walls, you do get this information, and there's a little rubbing trail for the kids. But it tells you exactly where you are, so it's quite easy to follow. So this is where I came in, Booth and Bar, walked across there, turned right at Monk Bar, that's where I came out and grabbed the coffee. Then got back onto a bit and came out, and then walked alongside well, that was actually the river foss, and that's brought me to here, the Red Tower. So I've got to go all the way around there, so probably about a third of the way. So this will be the parts of the wall I read about where it said it's there's a drop from one side, so you have to be careful if you bring in kids. No dogs are allowed on the walls, and there's no access for wheelchairs, because obviously there's just loads and loads of stairs. So, but it's free, doesn't cost anything, and I think it's open just about, well, I don't know about every day of the year, but most of the year. And the only time it really closes is if it's been snowing, so if it's slippery, because as you can imagine, if this is icy, it's not great. At the minute, because of the COVID, it's a one-way system. It's only just opened up again, actually. It was closed for a while, but it's opened up again, but it's a one-way system, although I have seen a few people flaunting that rule already. So I've just come out of there, and the walls continue just across the road. But what I don't want to do is miss the view from the ground, so am I just walking straight into a road here? Yeah, I need to remember that each time I come to a bar or one of these places here, I need to come out and have a look at what it looks like from the ground level. See, I'd have missed all this if I had just carried on. Right, that Walmgate bar. Look at this. It's a shame, it's closed. What about that for a coffee shop? So this is now Fisher Gate Bar. Gateway, been here since medieval times. And during the reigns of Elizabeth I and James I, Roman Catholics were imprisoned in the towers above. Obviously not there anymore. What's going on there? So the ancient city of York used to come under attack quite a lot from the Scottish, and York was probably one of the most important cities in England at the time. The King and Queen of England used to spend a lot of their time in York. So just took a right turn, so we're heading back towards the city centre now. And let's see what this one's called. So this is Fishergate Tower, built around 1505 on the site of an earlier structure. So let's see where we are now. Fishergate Tower, right, so I need to leave the walls here. Turn left. Up there, I think. Oh, that's cool. Now I know where I don't need to be later. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going up there today. I was going to go up there on the next video when I do the cat trail around York. I mean, I knew it was closed, but I didn't know you couldn't get up to it. But I'll talk about that in the next video. Don't know how to get back onto the city walls from here. And there's a couple of signs down here, so let's have a look. Seem to have walked into a park for some bizarre reason. It did say the arrow's pointed this way, so let's have a look. I seem to have lost the city walls. Well, that was a confusing part, but I seem to have found them. Bale Hill.
You could do each one on a different sheet. Yeah, that's good. So with the big down, take it in turn.
Oh, there's lights!
What the hell? For a minute then I thought I might have to go down that chute. This is a really cool walk. If you come to York, make sure you give yourself enough time to do this. Because yeah, I'm loving this. It's just amazing. It's beautiful. You get to see the city from a whole different perspective, and it's almost like two days out in one. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because once I've done with this, I've actually got the whole city of York to go and enjoy. So yeah, this is great. Right, so it looks like on the edge of the centre again. A few bars around here. Gibbon's Smokehouse Grill, Micklegate Social, and another Micklegate just there. Not sure which one this is called. Oh, well, presumably it's called Micklegate. Right, I don't think I've actually got far to go now, because that's the train station just down there. I reckon probably only about maybe 20 minutes or so, and then I'm done. Yeah, so there's the entry to the station. So it only took about 10 minutes walk, I think, from the station to where I got onto the city walls. So yeah, pretty much done. I've done that in less time than I thought. So under 2 hours. It says it's normally about 2 hours, but it's not took that long. It's quite a grand building. Alright, so I'm back for a start. I think that's it for the walls now. Unfortunately, it looks like the York Museum. Oh no, it is open. Cool. Right, so this is the grounds of the Yorkshire Museum. Which I won't be going in. I don't even know if it's open, to be honest. Right, so now we've got the ruins of St Mary's Abbey. Which I can't remember seeing before. Let's have an explore then. So you can see the ruins, that's the remains where things used to be. I'll just tell you. Chapel of St Nicholas, Chapel of St Thomas. Incredible, because as I said, I've been to York 2 or 3 times before. I don't think I've ever even been in here. I think we got as far as the York Museum and then saw that you had to pay to get in. We didn't have much time anyway, so we just left it at that. We didn't know that this was tucked away at the back. Definitely worth coming to look at. Again, the grounds are free. Well, I've already used 2 batteries. And I do have 5, but I brought my devices out with me today, so I have my battery charger there. So I put my 2 batteries in, and now they're charging to my power bank. So if I put them in my bag and hopefully that stays in and doesn't pull out, then my batteries will be all charged up again. All sorted. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chill out here for a bit. That looks like it's the end of the walk of the city walls. So I just spotted this place called the Sketchbox, which sells passion fruit lemonade for £2.50. So I'm hoping that they take card, and I'm going to get myself a passion fruit lemonade and chill out here for a bit.
Hiya.
Hi, do you have the passion fruit lemonade?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, just one please. Cards. Thank you.
Perfect,
Nice one.
that's gone through.
Thank you. Cheers. So my plans have changed now because I was going to head up to a place called the Sea Catcher, which is a fish and chip shop just outside the city centre, so local prices, but it doesn't open more 4, so I might have to go to one in the city centre and pay almost double. Let's go and have a look. Exit this way. Well, seeing as I'm here, might as well take a look at this. Okay, so the plan now is to walk around the whole of York Minster. So this is the front entrance, obviously. I'm going to take a left into Dean's Park and walk around the whole thing. One of the biggest cathedrals in Europe. It's pretty awesome. It's completed in 1472 and it took centuries to build. The first recorded church on this site was hurriedly built in 627 for a local wedding. But that soon disappeared, and 1427 is when this was built, what you can see now. It's a bit of a turbulent history. Fallen into disrepair many times, burnt down twice, collapsed, been looted. Yep, it's pretty impressive. It's huge. But I said though, the last time I went to Lincoln, I was completely blown away by the Lincoln Cathedral. And I mean, this is awesome. But
No.
dare I say it? Make sure no one's around. I think Lincoln is more impressive. Now, that's not to say this isn't amazing, because it is. But I think Lincoln just about edges this one. I'm going to take it back to what I said about Lincoln Cathedral being more impressive. I don't think you can choose one over the other, really. It's just amazing. So that brings me around to the front. There's this place called St Michael le Belfry Church, which I think I can go in. Not paying, oh, free entry, okay. Hi.
Welcome.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, cheers. Right, so walking into the centre of York now. See, it's starting to get busy. Guy Fawkes pub. That's where Guy Fawkes was born, apparently. Okay, so that's going to be the end of the City Walks vlog, because that's probably really long now. So the next vlog will be doing the cat trail around the city centre and exploring the whole of this historic town.